Hello, my Stampin' friends. Thanks for joining me for another episode of StampinWithCandice.com and Scrapped episode 24. If you've been watching the other episodes that were created by my friends, you'll know that we are all featuring the same picture for our scrapbooks page this time, which it's been really fun to see the different creativity and what everybody has done. And hopefully, you've been inspired with different ideas, and that mine will inspire you as well. If you're not familiar with our program, my name is Candice Anderson, and I have been collaborating with three of my friends, Rachel, Amelia, and Linda. And we decided to create this series called Scrapped, and each month we feature something different. I am running a little bit behind. This is my September episode. Sorry, it is posting a little bit late. September got a bit crazy for me. But hopefully you enjoy this, and we have a new season coming, or a new month and challenges coming this month. I believe we're doing Christmas, so some inspiration on that for you. So I'm going to switch cameras and get started here for you. Now, keep in mind, whatever products we share, we're usually sharing current products that you can purchase through our Stampin' Up website. So you can purchase through whoever you is your demonstrator. And hopefully, if you don't have a demonstrator, come and you can purchase through me. It's candiceanderson.stampinup.net. So I am going to be featuring the, what is the name of this paper here? It is the On the Go Designer Series paper. I do want to just let you know that this is it on the last chance list. As far as I know, all the products are still available. When I checked on it a couple days ago, they were all still there and you can still purchase them. A bunch of them, I think, are actually at a discount, but this was the paper that I kind of wanted to do for this, and I'll kind of show you why. You can see I've been using quite a bit of the paper and I've cut it up, but with what I really loved is this right here. I'll show you kind of the whole sheet. It has just a lot of fun little tags that you can cut out and use. So that is what I am going to be using for my page. So this if you've watched my other episodes, you know I am kind of, I like to say, the queen of double page layouts. And guess what? Today I'm not doing a double page layout. And I also usually like to do lots and lots of pictures on my page. And I am going to be focusing on just one picture. So I went searching in Pinterest to try and find an awesome layout. And I don't think it even had a name, but whoever this was, thank you for your inspiration. But this is my inspiration for my page. So we're going to actually set that aside. Now, I did decide, instead of just doing the paper, because I did consider doing the paper itself, but instead I cut off a 1/2 inch on each side of the 12 by 12, and I'm going to mount it to a just one of the white 12 by 12s that we can get. And the biggest reason I did that was a little bit more stability, but I also liked the trim around it. So this is the picture that I am doing. These are the friends that I was just mentioned. We have Amelia, Linda, Rachel, and me. And if you're not familiar, as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, we have the opportunity to attend what we call on stage. It's our form of convention. And we went in March to Raleigh, the four of us. This is the second time that we've all gone together. We are loosely connected in that we have the same upline and have just become friends. And it was actually at this event that we decided to do this. Amelia said, "Hey, we should do this." So part of the reason I decided on this particular designer series paper is also because I thought the colors worked well with the picture that we have going on here. And there is a stamp set. I'm actually not using the stamp set, but there is a stamp set um, that matches it. There's dies that match it as well, which are really fun. I'm not using any of those. I'm going very, very simple this time. There's embellishments. I will be using those, and um, some fun twine, which I will also be using. I am instead going to be using the Celebrate Together um, stamp set, and I am stamping one thing on this whole page. So we're going to move it out of the way for a second just so I can show you what I am stamping here. And I am using the, sorry, I've stuck things on here, the masking paper. If you haven't used this, I highly, highly recommend using it. But what I did is I stamped this family and friends on this masking, and I am going to be putting it on this little tag that I've cut out of the paper. So I've stamped it, and I cut out the friends, and the idea is I'm going to put this here so I can stamp and not get the friends. So I'm just going to kind of line this up so I can see where that's at. And I am going to take off some of the sticky. I don't need to take all of it off, but I'm just going to take some of that off so that I can line it up. And I haven't pre-practiced this, so hopefully it works. And then I can just line it right up with that, and I can remove this, and I'm reusing the strawberry slush. And this way, when I line it up, since it is a photopolymer, I can see through there and line it up, press nice and hard. And when I pull that off, I can now pull this one off and have just my friends on there. And I'm going to see if I can stick this back on here so I can use it again if I want to. So masking paper is really great if you want to just not have all the words. And that is all the stamping that I'm going to be doing. So what I'm going to do is kind of show you how I did this layout, and then I will come back. I'll put it together and come back so we can try and hopefully keep this video a little bit short here. So again, some of these elements were perfect. I can pull this out for this up here. I did use, this is the from here, and I'm gonna put this one here and a little bit of white. Like I said, I'm gonna kind of lay this out and so you can see what I'm doing, and then I'll come back and put it together. And instead of the circle with the love, I am just doing friends. So you'll notice that there is some words here, but because we have the on stage on here, I decided not to add additional wording here. Now, the other fun thing with this paper is this sheet right here. Hang on. Sorry, paused there for a second. If you saw Rachel's, she was doing the little book, and so these would cut out and fit in some of our books, but I've cut them out to go back behind. So we're going to move this. I did matte this in the white and the black because I didn't want the picture just straight on there. We're going to move this out of the way for a second here. So I've used several of these, and I am just going to kind of put them around, arranging it similar to what we have on here. And this one here, I think I am going to actually, I'm going to punch a hole and add the ribbon to this, but I'm going to pop this up so that this one can slide in and out. And that way I can do additional journaling on there. I am leaving this one popped up some so that I can do journaling on it as well. And then we're going to just add some of these. Now, one thing you'll notice is I wanted this picture. So this was probably a 4x7, and I did or 4 by 6. I did a 5 by 7 for two reasons. Uh, the first reason, so this is going to kind of go like that so you can get an idea of what I'm doing there. Um, but the first reason I did the bigger picture is because of this on here. If I did the smaller picture, it makes us really small. So I wanted a big picture so you could see us. The other reason is I really wanted this picture to be our focal. Even though we have all these kind of fun things going on behind it, I wanted our picture to be our focal. And I only did one page here because I figured this is kind of going to be the introduction, the beginning of the book. Now, I'm not using the same for every page because I've already done some other pages of our trip, and I have definitely some things I want to do with different pictures. So many pictures. We had a hard time choosing, and you saw some of the other ones in we took so many fun pictures. So I really want to be able to do multiple pages and then put them together. So I figured this can be the start, introducing on stage, and I have some room for some journaling and some here. And honestly, about the only other thing I'm going to do is add some of these little elements on here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just stop this recording. I will attach everything here, and then I will come back and show it to you when it's done. So I'm going to go ahead and pause here for a bit. All right. Okay, so I'm back and I have all of my elements down except for this one right here because I did want to make that one so it could pull out. You'll notice I kind of left it really long. That way, if I'm putting it in one that's a top loading one, you can actually still pull that out there. And then I have just this one left. So one of the things that I'm going to do when I'm trying to place this is I want to kind of figure out where this one where we want it to kind of sit. And then I am going to actually come down here and I am going to add some dimensionals right here because I'm popping this up. And that way that will hit there and not fall down. So I'm just kind of using the dimensionals as a way to kind of hold it where I want it because I know it's going to be covered up by my picture here. And then I can just add some additional ones um, to the back of the picture. I'm kind of trying to leave them out of this area because I know that we're going to have that helping to cover them there. So we're just going to take these off. Maybe. Try and do it quickly here. And then I can add. Oh, I almost put that on upside down. That would not have been good. Um, Add this right in here. So if we look at our picture, we've kind of got all of our different things. This can be pulled in and out, and it's not going to move anywhere. Like if I were to lift it up, it will stay where it's supposed to be. Um, and it did have kind of some of these other little elements right here. I liked this to add that, but I have these fun little things. And you'll notice I added a little bit of the ribbon back here as well. But we have all these cute little puffy elements that we can add. And so I thought it would be fun just to add some of these. We're going to use a yellow one and maybe a blue. Definitely want to add one of those, just like we have there. And maybe we'll add it down here. These are cute. I need to add some of these. Um, and decide where I might want that one. What else do we want to add on here? We need some more stars down here, maybe. Um, maybe what do we got? Trying to decide if I want something else. All right. So again, quick, simple, easy way to do a scrapbook page. Uh, Hopefully you were inspired as well, and I will share pictures, and be sure to go back and check out the other ones. Easiest way to do it is click on my scrapped playlist, and you can see all the different episodes that we have done, including our live episode that we did where we answered some of the questions that people may have had. So also remember you can join our Facebook group for Scrapped. If you can't find it, give me a shout out and I will send you a link. So thanks so much. Have a fantastic day. Bye bye.